Can you hear me? Yes. Awesome. Did you guys all see Noah Dunnigan's excitement there in that last video? That was awesome. Thank you all for coming out. This has been an interesting season, but we got to have a season, and I think it's awesome, and the guys did a great job. So I'm just going to open this up in some prayer and then hand it over to the coaches. So, Father God, I thank you for this time. Thank you for bringing everyone here. Thank you for the health that we have, the wonderful season that we had, and the stuff the team did together, the bonds they made. I just pray that you just watch over us and bless us. In your name we pray. Amen.
Okay. Hey, thank you guys so much for being here. It's not a normal banquet. Last year, you put on, and a lot of you guys can attest, you were there last year, you put on this banquet with food and get to hang out and really like fellowship together. And so this looks completely different. But it was really important for me to find a time that we could all get together and at least honor these guys, their effort, especially the five seniors, and that work that they put in for us to even have a season and make it work. So to start, let me just give a couple thank yous, and then I'll tell you kind of how this is going to go, and we'll get out of here. First, I want to thank Coach O. He just left, but he went through a lot, changing schedules. I think we had to change like 6 or 7 schedules to even figure out how the season was going to work. So big thank you to him for making this season happen. To my guys and the players, you guys went through a lot this year to sacrifice social life, and I talked about it all season, but you sacrifice social life, you sacrifice time at home, you sacrifice free time, all of that to just play basketball, to play a sport. And you guys put in through, you had to wear masks during the game, like you had to just do a ton of stuff this year, and you guys fought through. So thank you for your effort, commitment this year. It was really special. To the parents, thank you guys for everything you did to support us this year, whether it was at away games or watching or just being a part of it, texting us, texting the guys, just encouraging them at home. Thank you for we couldn't have done this without you. And the games that we got to, I think our first game we got was Union Colony, where we got to have some fans. So it felt good to have fans at the end and get to honor that way. And then for me, if you guys don't know, Kyle Pocock and then Tristan Matthews, they helped me with the program. Thank you guys for what you did this year. You guys sacrificed a lot too. Tristan, I know you got a baby girl at home, and so that's a lot of sacrifice. So thank you guys for doing this, making this season happen. We couldn't have done it without everybody in this room. So we're just very appreciative of you guys. The way this is going to go, I'm going to turn it over to Coach Matthews. Let him talk about his season, honor his guys. I'll do that with my guys. Then at the end, we are going to have everybody come up on stage, snap a quick group photo here. And then if you guys don't know Ian Andrews, I don't know where he's at, right here in front. But if you guys want any pictures as a family after or anything like that, he'll be out in the lobby. If you just want like a family group or a family picture, we'll just put some pictures together if you want that. So to start, let me turn it off to Coach Matthews, and we'll talk about that. Guys, when he calls your name, you'll come up here, and we'll have some stuff for you, and then you guys can go back to your seat. And then we can, we'll just applaud each one as they come up. Cool? Sweet. Thank you.
Hello. All right. Yeah, and I just wanted to thank the players and parents. I know this had to be a very different season with COVID and masks. I know it was for me, and my wife teaches her, so she reiterates it with how you guys do it, but you guys did an amazing job. I can't imagine playing with a mask, so great job. I had a fun time coaching you guys. We ended up being 6-5. We went into a double overtime game. We lost that one, but that was okay. That was fun. Longmont, I know I'm going over the losses, but we basically almost beat their varsity. We only lost by 2. So that was fun. This whole year's just been fun. I love getting out and coaching you guys, and I love basketball. So, and now I talk a lot about the players, as some of you already know. All right, so Alex, you're up first. All right, you'll see why. Okay, so Alex, basically, to this season, it was fun, and I think most of us, and especially me, will remember all your bank shots and shooting them deep from the free throw, or not free throw line, the volleyball line. Yeah. Okay. Sullivan's not here, right? Brooks is here. Oh, you got both of them? Yes, you do. Okay. It was a great time to have Coach Brooks. It was his first time coming out, and it was just fun. He was our leading scorer, and he was just competitive to where it was almost too competitive sometimes. But fantastic job. Colin. All right, Colin, first time coming out. Appreciate it. We were looking to get better each and every practice, and we all remember your Clear Creek shot. That was fun. I hope you enjoyed that. Nice job. I told you. Davis. All right. Great job, bud. I know I will remember when you score, you were always so excited. This is not a bad thing. I hit that three-pointer. Okay. I hit the other one. Okay. Nice job. Let's see here. Hayden? There he is. So, Hayden, it's great to have you here. And I think I will remember, and all of you will remember, is almost half-court shot to send our DC game into overtime. Um, that was fun. Um, Too bad we lost.
Still mad about that.
I don't know if you guys know, I went to DC, so those losses hurt more than anything. So good job.
Thank you, Coach.
Isaac. Okay, I have never met someone more enthusiastic in huddle. He is literally deafening to where I would move out of the way when we come out. And if you listen to our tapes, you can literally hear just Isaac yelling. What'd you yell all the time? Falcons on three. It was crazy. You're as loud as the mic, so. All right, nice job. Kevin. Kevin, you just you don't need to come up. You can just, or do you want him to come up?
Yeah, KB, you're good. You got to come up here later, too. Or you can do two, or one if you want.
There you go. All right. Kevin, he was our lone senior. If you don't know, Kevin is probably the nicest kid you will ever meet on or off the basketball court. He's always asking questions if he's not sure what he thinks should happen or what he can do to improve. And the worst, he's even got a play named after him. So that's pretty cool. The only kid I've ever known that gets a play named after him. Unfortunately, on senior night, he got hurt. But I enjoyed it. It's always a pleasure coaching you. Nice job, bud. Noah. All right. Noah, you just continue to be our leader on and off the court. It's always a pleasure to have you. You're always with a smile. And thank you. Nolan. All right. So for a coach, you're pretty much what any of us would ask for. There's just one other person out here. His name's Price. Okay? You go for rebounds. He is the only one that can beat you possibly sometimes. That's impressive. Just keep it up. We love having you. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you.
That's Zach. All right, Zach, it was fun having you. Okay, you improved each and every practice and game, and ended up being in the last game our biggest offensive rebounder. So very impressive. Loved having you. Thanks, bud. Thank you, parents.
That was really good. Mine will be longer. I'm a little longer winded. Hey, to Matthew's squad, you guys sacrificed a lot, all practice. You guys brought it and got better from day one until the end of the season. And so I'm super proud of you. Thank you for being a part of our program and what you do. You represented your parents, our school, our family extraordinarily well. So I'm super proud of you. Can we give it up one more time for them? Good job. All right. I'm going to be a little bit longer winded. For me, it's really important. We have 5 seniors. The way it's going to go, I'm going to honor the non-seniors. I'll talk about the seniors, and then they've prepared like a 3 to 5 minute, maybe longer, maybe shorter, just talk, thinking, and kind of give them free reign. So whatever they say, I am not responsible for, and I apologize in advance for any of them. All right, let me start here. Ian Wu. All right. Hey, Ian, for me, this is my second year coaching Ian, and the jump from freshman year to sophomore year Ian was something that was really, really cool to watch. He was a guy that lived in the gym when we could, was always begging me or texting me to get in the gym, and that's what a coach wants to hear. That's what a coach wants to see. After school, banging on the door, texting me, FaceTiming me, can you let me in the gym? And that's the result. What you produce this year is the result of that work. So my challenge to you is to do that same thing this year and take the next step forward. Ian has the best floater on the team, for sure. And, hey, it was just a joy to coach. So super proud of you, man. Excited to see what the future holds. 2 more years together, and let's see what we can do. Okay? All right, good job. Good job, Ian. All right, Zabo. All right, when I think of, here you go, brother. When I think of Zabo, man, I think about a guy who does everything he can to overcome whatever obstacle there is. I know he struggled last year with injuries, had to deal similar this year with some injuries, and he just stayed at it one day at a time, and you reap some of that reward this year. He came in the game, I remember playing Dawson, worst game of the year, couldn't score a basket, literally couldn't throw a brick in the ocean. And Zabo comes in, and I think we scored 5 points in the first quarter. Zabo comes in, drains like a 25-footer, and like he just had that confidence about him, and he always carried it, and he always believed that every shot he shot was going in, and that's what you got to have, that mentality. And again, 2 more years together. So my challenge to you, man, take that same work, that mentality, and let's push forward. Let's do it again, okay? Job, Zabo. All right, done again. Noah, doing again. Yeah. Oh, here you go, brother. That's for you. I know. It's pretty special. Hey, similar. I mean, a lot of what makes these kids special is their work ethic, and it's not just basketball. It's just who they are. It's how they represent themselves. Noah's another gym rat. I got 2 stories for Noah that I really like. Number 1, we played, I think it was our first game at DSST, and we lost. We shouldn't have lost. Noah texted me at like 9:45. Hey, can I get in the gym at 6 a.m.? We got up, got in the gym at 6 a.m., and he worked. And that's the mentality he has for everything. He's a super special kid, and you show it. And so that sparks me because you were always motivated by either failure or you were motivated by how can I find a way to get better. Second story, and I think you know where I'm going with this, is Gilpin. I pulled Noah out. I don't remember why, probably a mistake on my part. Noah says, Coach, why'd you pull me out? And I didn't really have an answer. I think we were just doing a rotation. And he's like, put me back in. Let me show you what I can do. It's like, all right. So I put him back in. And if you guys remember the Gilpin game, fans there, Noah played with an energy that I haven't seen before. Diving on the floor, rebounding, and it just made up for so much. And that was you challenged me. I firmly believe as a coach that the best thing you can do is not try to have this mentality that you're like this dictator, that you're in charge, or that you're whatever. Noah said, hey, Coach, give me a chance. And I believe, like, yeah, go do it, brother. And he did it. And now I want you to do that again. You got 1 more year left. It's going to be something special. But my challenge to you is just take it to the next level next year. Cool? All right. Noah, good job, buddy. All right. Ben Bowles. Let's go, Big Ben. Sorry, take your time. You're good. Your hair looks great. You guys allow that? Just kidding. Hey, Ben is one of the most unique and special players in our conference, and we were told that daily by coaches, and I tried to reinforce that to him on a daily basis. We had Denver Christian. I had 3 coaches specifically come up to me before they played and said, I would trade you this guy for number 25 because you're special. And I think everybody in here believes that in you, and you showed it. The game that I'll remember is Heritage Christian. You come out, and I think you hit 6 threes, and you dominated. And you have the ability to be something really special. And I'll say it publicly in front of everybody that you have the chance to do something really special with your last year in basketball. I believe in you. They believe in you. We believe in you. We love you, man. I couldn't ask for a better player to coach, so I'm super proud of you. Cool. Nice. Good job, Ben. Oh, hold up. Ben was recognized by the coaches as honorable mention all conference. So it's really cool that the coaches honored and recognized that in you. There's 10 players on each conference, first team, second team. And if you know anything about our conference, it's one of the best conferences in 2A. So to be recognized like that is really special. So now use that to get on one of those first 2 teams next year. Cool? Good job, Ben. All right, Price. All right. Here you go, buddy. There's a lot of things I could say about Price. For anybody who watches our games, you know that this kid is a relentless warrior and competitor. he challenged everybody on this team to be better, and that's what you want as a teammate. And I think every kid, if you ask them, we had a speaker come from FCA to talk to us and ask what an ideal teammate would look like, and everybody said Price. So I think that speaks higher of anything is who he is as a person and how he approaches that. As far as what he does on the court, two-way basketball is really good basketball. He led the entire state in two-way and rebounding. Okay, 15 point, you know it. I know you know it. 15.3 rebounds a game. As a guard is unheard of. It's insane. Rebounding it's an insane skill that just is a desire and a heart to go get it, and he has it. Led our team rebounding number 1 in 2A, number 5 across 1 through 5A in rebounding. So the smallest guy. So to rank top 5 in the entire state of Colorado, 1A through 5A in rebounding is really special. And he just lives in the gym. So all that to say, man, you have a bright future ahead of you, and stay on top of it. Price was recognized as second team all conference by our coaches in our conference. And he was there's 10 teams on each. He was the first team on the second team. So I very biased and thought he should have been first team. But to be recognized as a second team player is really special. Now let's just take it to the next level. Cool? Good job. Good job, P. All right. 5 seniors. Before the first person I want to honor is Josh Herring. If you can come up here, Josh. All right. I don't know if you guys know Josh Herring, but he was our manager this year, or the way I viewed him was very much as like another assistant coach for us. Managers get no love. They don't do anything that gets any type of reward. They don't do anything that gets recognition. They just show up, and that's what he did. He showed up every game with either filming, being a hype man, cheering the guys on, and just being a part of the team. So we couldn't have done this without you. You made my life easier, coach's life easier, players' lives easier, man. So you deserve to be recognized. You deserve to be honored, because without that, man, we don't have the stuff and the success we have. So you're a huge part of what we do, and I just want to say thank you for what you gave us. Good job, Josh. All right, first senior is Mikey Reed. All right, Mikey. All right, while Mikey comes up, this was Mikey's first year playing basketball. And what Mikey brought to our team this year was a kid who came to practice and games every day. And how can I make everybody around me better? How can I compete? How can I show up? What do you need from me? Those are questions he asked me. And as a coach, you love hearing that. What do you need from me? A guy who embraces his role, embraces what he's about, embraces who he is, and helps everyone else get better. He was one of our biggest hype men on the bench, and you knew when he got in, you were getting everything. You were probably getting some fouls, you were getting rebounds, but you were just getting everything he had. So the energy that you played with is infectious, and that's going to serve you well no matter what you do. So never lose that. Thank you so much for playing, man. We were better because you were on our team. I'm going to give you the mic and let you go. Okay.
First, I want to thank my dad for just bringing me this way, giving me the opportunity, and just giving me the chance to play basketball, because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be able to going to this school and being able to play basketball. And a favorite memory I had going into the basketball season would probably be a away game at Highland. And we went up in the van. We called it the Golden Van. And this van was pretty, ripped up inside. It was all torn up. And I remember the whole ride, we're going up, and we were saying that the van was going to get us there and back. And Coach said that it wasn't going to get there and back. And we're at the high school, and this was after the game. And we got about, I think a mile back until the headlights weren't working. So we had to go back to the school, and we had to all, jam into the other van. And I had to sit in the aisle because there wasn't room or enough seats. advice or something I wish someone had told me going into the season was that the season would go by really fast and just to give it my whole, just give it my all. And yeah, thank you. Thank you.
All right, Kevin Britton. Yeah, KB. KB, you can sit right here too, if that's easier. Yeah, Matthew's already talked about KB to me. Kevin's a really special kid. He's a kid that showed up every day, just worked his tail off, and he just did it night in and night out. And he does the same thing for his academic life, and whatever he's doing, man. If you know Kevin, you know you're getting everything you got, everything he has. Man, he's one of the smartest, kindest, most compassionate people. But one thing I don't think people see, he's a pretty relentless competitor and worker. Hated losing. Whatever, if we're doing a drill, he hated losing. He was one of those kids that usually was one of the first in the gym, working on whatever. He would ask, what do I need to work on? Tell me the shots I need to work on. Where can I get better? And he did it. He was, and I forgot about this story till today. Last year after the season, he took a basketball home and found ways to work on his ball handling and shooting. That's the type of kid he was. He just worked. So, Kevin, I'm proud of you, man. Regardless of what you do, whatever steps next, I know you're going to do great things. And you have a family here that's counting on you and believes in you and will always be here for you. So, Kevin Britton.
First, I just want to thank a few people. I want to thank my parents. They really sacrificed a lot for me to be able to play, and they sacrificed to come to my games, and they really supported me. And then I also want to thank my siblings who were always willing to play, and especially Toby, who encouraged me to play. Then I want to thank Coach Stidham. He was just a fantastic coach, and really helped me grow. The same with Coach Matthews. They were always there, willing to help me and help me get better. Then I want to thank Luke Hiltman. He was always also willing to help. He was like another coach. And same with Price. I never was in I forget the word, but anyway, I was always watching him and his example. He just gave me someone to look up to. And I want to thank my teammates for accepting me, even though I wasn't always the best, and helping me to have a good time and just building relationship. There's not one specific memory that I have, but it's just my favorite thing about having played basketball is the relationships and the friends I made and the time I got to hang out with the teammates and everything. Advice, the main thing I would say is just hard work pays off. It doesn't always immediately pay off, but eventually there's a reward for doing the hard thing rather than the easy thing and the quick thing. Second thing is just value relationships and prioritize them because the people you meet and the relationships you make can really take you far.
Man, I can't follow that. Job, Kevin. Samuel Wu. Um, Sam, this is Sam's second year playing basketball. Came to us last year. Man, like a lot of these guys, Sam embodies what it means to be a competitor, to be an athlete, to be a basketball player for our program. He's embodied it from day one. He's accepted every role we've ever given him. Last year, where he started time on junior varsity, then he graduated to varsity, to just being a captain this year, elected by your teammates. What it means to be an athlete here in our program, and the growth that you've taken on as a player from last year to this year is incredible. Number one on our team in steals a game. I think you ranked 5th in our conference, over 3.5 steals a game. It's something that is just instinctual, and again, just an energy effort thing, and you had it. So, Sam, I'm super proud of you, man. Again, whatever you have next, wherever you go, I know you're going to do big things. Samuel, like Ben, was honored by our coaches as honorable mention all conference. So again, super special honor that they saw in you what I see in you on a daily basis. Is a kid who comes to work. One of the old terms that I grew up with is bring your lunch pail every day, just to do the little things, regardless of what that looked like. And you did it all year for us. So without further ado, Samuel Wu.
Thanks, Coach. Yeah, thank you guys for being here. I think first and foremost, I just want to thank everyone who has been a part of my Front Range basketball experience, especially the parents and the faculty. I also want to thank my dad, because last year I wasn't actually going to play basketball in the beginning. Like, I was debating whether I wanted to do it or not, because I hadn't played in a couple of years. But he really pushed me / forced me to play basketball, and I'm actually really glad that he did, because I think so many good things have come from my experience. I also want to thank the coaches for Peacock for just being funny and being there. And we went to get Burger King that one time. I had a really fun time talking to you. Thank you for that. I also want to thank Coach Matthews, super good coach last year. He really helped me build my skill and to lead me where I am right now. And then I just finally want to thank Coach Stidham, not only for being a good coach, probably the best basketball coach I've ever had in my life, but also for stepping more into a mentor role for me. I think some of you guys can also attest to that, because, as you all know, last year Mr. Harris stepped out of our D group for some reasons, and Coach Stidham took up that mantle, which was a very big mantle in my opinion, and he did it really well. And I think this year D groups have just been really fun, and Coach Stidham has really been a part of my life. And I think a memory that I have with Coach Stidham last year, I forget what game it was, but it was a JV game, and we were not doing very well. And during halftime, I was like, okay, I'm going to push my hardest. I'm going to do this. I'm going to try to get this game back, give it my all. And I tried and tried and tried and failed and failed and failed. And then at one point in the final quarter, I think, I just broke down, and I asked Coach to take me out, and I just started bawling. I literally couldn't hold in my tears. I was just like, why am I so bad, even though I try so hard? And Coach just really comforted me and talked to me. And I mean, the details are blurry. I can't really remember what he said, but he really helped me through that really hard time. And so I think, that just gave me more encouragement to push through the year. And now, because of that, I'm here where I am now. Let's see, a fun memory from last year was, I think we were in the other gym, not here, it was another facility down the road, and we played dunking one-on-one competition, and it was just really fun. And although I'm not the tallest guy in the court, I think it was just fun to see people trash talk, but no one actually could dunk, especially Coach. not very good. Very disappointing. But yeah, I think that was probably one of my favorite memories. I also like the Ben Sullivan shot. Shout out to Luke for that video. But yeah, I mean, this whole experience has been really good. The final thing the final group of people I wanted to thank is the players. I think we just made so many memories together. As Mikey mentioned, the gold van, that was fun. But yeah, I've just grown in relationship with all of you guys. And I don't think I would have known some of you if I hadn't played basketball. So yeah, just thank you for making my experience amazing. And I'll miss all of you next year. But I do think that you guys will be pretty good next year. And I will try my best to watch the games. I'll be around. So yeah, this year's been crazy with COVID, but I think we've all grown stronger because of it. Yeah, and so yeah, thank you guys. Thank everyone in this room. Yeah, and that's it.
All right. Last one, Luke Hiltman. Go Beavers. Just kidding. Luke is, I see a lot of myself in Luke when I was a player. He's a kid who is your ultra competitor, wants to win at everything, regardless at the cost of whatever. Doesn't matter. You just want to win. It's a really, really, really good quality. Can also be a really bad quality sometimes. But I saw Luke grow from a kid who loved playing basketball last year into a guy this year who said, how can I be the best version of me on the court? What do you need from me? And then how can I help everybody else? How can I sacrifice my own game to serve other people's games? And he did that, man. And he took on a huge role for us this year. Was our leading scorer. Had the ball in his hand a ton. And just tried to find ways to lead our team. He's an ultra competitor, man. He always wanted to play one-on-one, always wanted to do stuff, always asking questions, how can I learn to be better? Luke has a natural leadership ability of leading people, and that's something that's going to serve you really well wherever you go. So my challenge to you, and publicly, is use your platform, use your skill set, football, basketball, life, to inspire others, to encourage others, to lead others well, because you have that in you. I'm so proud of you, man. I wish I could coach you another 2 years. Love you deeply and excited to see what the future has. Luke was voted captain by our squad this year, and then he was also elected second team all conference by the coaches. Again, so for us this year, last year, for those who don't know, we had one player second team all conference. And then for us this year to have 4 players brought up in that name, and that was all conference talks, is really special. So congratulations, man. You deserve it. That's it. All you.
I'll try to keep this like everything else today and keep it under a minute, but we'll go really quick. I just want to thank the coaches. This was a crazy year, but it was a super fun year. I remember when my sophomore year of basketball was over, we had really great coaching staff that year of Matthews, Coach Lloyd, and Coach Rarup. And we had a really great group of guys with like Drew Lloyd and Matt Funk and all this stuff. And I remember when that year was over, I thought, I'm never going to have another year of basketball that's even half as fun as this one was. And then this year came along, and I was not ready for it, but it was so much fun. And it's the best year of basketball in my life. And for me, that means even more because I just base everything off of winning, and we won 3 games, and it's still the most fun I've ever had. So this was just a really cool experience. Thanks, Peacock, for like the 7 times you came this year. Really appreciated it when you were there. Matthews, thank you for your encouragement. I don't know if you know how much your encouragement means to players, but because like Matthews has told me so many times, that's the worst shot I've ever seen in my entire life. And so then when he does praise you for something, you're like, wow, that must have been really good. So when Matthews tells me to shoot it, like that means more than anyone else in the world saying shoot it, because I'm like, man, I just heard 10 seconds ago that he never wants me to shoot another shot like that again. So yeah, Matthews, you have a really great ability to inspire and uplift me during the games. And thanks to Coach Stidham. Yeah, just for being a great coach. I texted Coach a while ago, and it's just like, you know, even when basketball ends, I don't want our relationship to end. I'm just very, very thankful for the time we get to spend together. I hope that continues. And just a super great group of guys this year. Some of the best teammates I've ever played with this year. Practices were always fun. Games were always fun. Van rides together were fun. Like, it was just like every little part of the season was fun because of the group of guys we had together. And yeah, it just made it an unbelievably great year to end on, despite only winning 3 games. So super thankful for a really fun year, and I'm excited to see what you guys do next year.
Cool. So for me, real quick, it's our program is all about those guys. How can we build a program that's striving to win every single basketball game that we play, that's striving to compete at the top of the conference? We lost 5 games by a total of 12 points. So we're there. We're taking steps, baby steps to get there. But what it's about for me, and I know it's about for these two, is impacting the lives of your kids. And so thank you for trusting me with that. Thank you for trusting them with that, for sending them, for letting them play. You guys have a special, special group of kids. I mean that. And I know you know that, and I know you're very biased towards that. But just from an outsider's perspective, you guys have kids that are going to show up every day, that love really well. They love really well. They love sports really well. They love each other really well. They just love what they do really well. So just hear that from me, and let them hear that from me publicly, as you guys have a great group of kids, and I love coaching them. I guess what we'll do now, I'm going to have the guys come up. We're just going to get a group photo. When you get up, get in position, however you guys want. I don't care. Ian can count us down, and then when it's like 3, 2, 1, you can you can take your mask off when you get in spot. We'll just take a picture. And I wish there was more time that we could fellowship and hang out. But I think Oral Roberts has a date, so the Martins are really excited about that. And so March Madness going on. So thank you guys for sacrificing to be here. Thank you guys for the sacrifices you made this year, man. This is not possible without you guys. Yeah, thank you. And that's it. So we'll get the players up. And then, like I said, Ian's right here. If you guys want like any family pictures or groups, or if there's any groups that you want pictures, he'll be happy to take it, and we'll get it sent to you and all that stuff. And we'll clear out. So good. Thank you guys again for this year. I hope next year's different, where we don't have to wear masks, but thank you guys for an incredible year. Thank you. All right, players, hustle, 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 hustle. Have a little pep in your step. Hey, Ike. Thank you, Price. Guys, listen to Ian. You guys look really good. You guys are probably going to have to stagger and not go one big line. This is really good. Good job, guys. This is going well. You're going to need 2 staggered, right? Group in front. So taller in the back, shorter in the front. Squeeze in. Act like you like each other. Coaches, come on. How we looking? All three? Aaron, get up here. He wants you on that side. I don't know why I'm talking to the mic, but I am. Are we good? Here, you go right here. Oh, that did not work. Sam, you come here. Go over. Man, details. Are we good? Okay. Hey, take your mask off, put it behind, and then we'll put it. I forgot what you guys' faces look like. All right. Thank you guys so much again for this year. Yeah, good luck to all Season C athletes and Season D, and we'll see you guys next year. Yeah, any pictures you want with Ian will be out there. Let him know.